What's up, everybody? This is the poker coaching study session. Today we're gonna
be looking at hands Sam played wrong.
Yeah, so it's a 3-bet pot. It's a 1-3 game with the winner straddle on. I don't know. I don't remember who straddled, but it might have been a button.
Mm-hmm.
I think the first guy raised, so it looks like a regular. But he's like, in my
Raises
opinion,
to 20. He's probably the straddle's probably on.
yeah, the straddle is on. I think
Yeah.
the straddle is from the button.
Okay.
I'm in the cutoff with ace, a spades, queen of diamonds. He raised to 20, and then someone in between us called, so I'm squeezing.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is we start off with a stack that's like really shallow, 500. We squeeze to 120. Think that's a little big, but that's fine.
I think I'd
Yes.
use a bigger size here. You've got the straddle behind you.
From the button, yeah, I got a straddle behind me, but I don't think he's calling. Like, they're not going to be calling.
Yeah.
I like this size.
In my head, 120 it's not bad, but it is oversized because the standard calculation would be 60 plus the dead money, which is 80 plus the other money in there, which is another 9. So it would be like 90. And so 120 is certainly beefy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, usually I would just make it. It's 80. I don't know why I made it 120. Usually I just go because I'm in position of that guy.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
somebody in between called.
Yeah.
Usually I would just make it 80.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really dumb.
Yeah, I don't know. That was my first question. I was thinking like maybe you have to read. People are calling too wide, even against too big sizes.
Yeah,
Knows?
it might have been because the guy in the middle was playing too many hands and he was just calling 3-bet cold. Maybe that was, but I don't remember. Maybe that's why I made it slightly bigger.
I mean, you don't want to really take this hand multi-way, right? So if you have a sticky
Well,
table,
I don't really mind. Yes, the hand I don't want to take multi-way.
But 90's still enough often to not do that. But but I mean, this isn't egregiously large.
No,
But it's pretty close to committing. That is one thing. Notice that committing is
Yeah,
166, right?
yeah. So if
Yeah,
I put in a third on my stack,
Yeah,
then
you're almost at a third.
But I mean, I don't at these games. I don't think you have to
Yeah.
commit. Like, even if you put in 1/3,
Okay.
like if they jam over you, they always just have it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the first guy called,
Mhm.
and the middle guy fold.
Great.
The flop came king of clubs, queen of spade, jack of spade. So we had the ace of spade. He checks. I just standardly bet small, 55 into 270.
That's fine. Also, a check behind with marginally made would be fine. Both work.
Yeah, but
That's
that's just
okay.
how I.
Yeah. No, it's okay.
The thing is, in
I'm not
game, I
objecting.
didn't. I wasn't. I wasn't. I only asked myself one question, but I didn't ask myself, like, what is his range in game. Like, I'm like, I don't think he has ace king here, because most likely, well, the guy behind him, he's either gonna 4-bet rip his stack in, which I see people do.
Yeah. He does. He has less ace king here. He's got plenty of king queen suited, king jack suited, and which ones are possible? Are they available?
Yeah, but the problem with this
available.
guy is, like, after I've played with him once. After I seen him play a little bit longer after the session, I'm like, this guy probably has king queen off in there when I 3-bet. I don't think he's folding that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a huge mistake to call your raise to 120 with king queen off with your oversized raise, but that doesn't mean he didn't do it.
Yeah, and he doesn't have.
Yeah.
He probably doesn't. He probably has a set of jacks. Like, he will have jacks. He does not have kings. He might or might not have queens.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are the hands. I bet small. He calls. The turn came with 3 of spades. This is where the mistake came from. He check. and I kept betting small because the flush came in, and I want to have uncapped range. Instead, I should have just think about his range, and it's a 3-bet pot. And maybe in game I was thinking maybe if I bet here, he's gonna call me like, I don't know, pocket tens with a 10 of spades. That hand makes sense. That would go call. Maybe pocket nines with a 9 of spades. That hand might go call. But then he jams. I don't really like the turn bet.
Yeah, I mean, there's one question to ask that I'd like to ask on turn. I mean, you've got a shit ton of equity. And you have the additional 10. The additional outs to a 10. I mean, the
Yeah.
question I would ask myself here is, how much does a check raise suck? In here, it really, really sucks.
Yeah, it really, really sucks. But
Well,
I was
So-
in game I was like, I don't know. I don't like these things. I don't like to in game I was like, if he jams, I'm pot committed.
Yeah.
But I forgot.
yeah, you're never falling here,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, you
Yeah,
have,
but
like,
I forgot when they jam, it's always 2 pair plus.
you
It
have a
should
ton of
be.
equity against 2-pair plus.
Yeah.
You do.
Well,
Yeah, and then when
But
he
that's why-
jams,
That's why it's good to check here, because
yeah,
exactly.
he didn't entirely lift to your small size. He's still gonna have some 8s and 9s that aren't folding for that small bet.
yeah.
But he filtered his range a little bit on flop.
Can we look at the hand a little bit different? Let's say you have the nut flush here. What would you do on the turn?
This is what I would bet. I would bet 65.
I think then it's not. Is it horrible? I don't know.
When the nut changing card comes, and then when the draw completes, I'm always betting small.
Yeah,
Because my goal is to get him to race off with the shit hand and call with the race off with the strong hand and call with the shit hand.
yeah.
Like when
This
if I
hand is. I mean, are you at this point bluffing with ace queen? Because that would be my question. Is it like, do you think you're doing kind of a bluff here, or?
no, I could still like could still technically get called by worse. Like if he had pocket tens, he's just gonna with a spade, he's just gonna call me.
Hmm.
And if he has, I think if he has ace jack, he's not gonna fold to the size because he has a gutter.
So let me make you a pitch here with that, which is he's gonna call pocket tens here with a spade. But he's not gonna call the river with them.
No.
Right. If you check here, he's either going to bet them as a bluff on the river, or maybe he will call one street after you go bet check bet with the broken aggression line.
Yeah.
So I think you can get this $65 here on, if you want it on the river, if you want to go only to that, as opposed to here from all the same hands.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Unless-
don't.
yeah.
I mean, the bet is not good, but the sizing is okay because it's small enough where
Yeah.
we could get called by worse. But I don't like the call. Like I don't when he jams over us. I don't like the call. Like
But
Oh, the
do the
call
math.
Well, you
with
can
his-
is
work out the
mandatory.
math. You
Do the math with
probably
his hand
have
against
a
two
pot
pair.
odds there.
Yeah, do the math against a pair, and then do the math
Cannot
against
fold.
a made straight.
what is it? It's 300 into 130. Like I'm calling 300 into a pot that's 530.
Mhm.
So I'm getting less than 3-1.
Mhm.
What is it like? Say the pot is 900. No, it's 800. And I'm calling 300.
All right, let's
Okay.
count what we believe your outs are.
No,
See, you're there, I think, because you need like around 30% equity.
what the fuck? Hold on. No, it's 3 divided by 1100. Yeah, 27% equity.
So you're pretty much, you're. Let's see, I think you.
Let's
can
bring it up in Equilab.
No, that can't be.
Let's do it exact. Let's do it. Let's do it against Equilab. Let's give him the full range.
Yeah, that can't be true. 27.
Okay.
Let's see. What is it? King of... You could still see the screen, right? King,
Yeah, we can see it.
Jack. We have...
3 of spades.
Oh, yeah. God damn it. We have ace of spade. What was that? Queen of diamonds? Yeah. Give him a range. Let's say...
He's got king, queen, jack.
King, queen, jack. What's that? Ace 10 suited. Ace 10 off.
10-10.
Let's say he has king jack as
Oh, he
well.
doesn't have 10-10. He doesn't have 10-10 when he makes the jam. Okay.
No.
Just give him pure value.
No, these are
Because-
pure. These are pure value. There's no bluff in there. Like
Ace 10.
what
Ace
is
10.
it?
Oh, you're right. Ace 10's a straight. Sorry. Ace 10's a straight. Yeah, great. This is super heavy value.
Let's say okay. Give him a couple more. Give him these spades because I think this guy will call with these.
Did you limit those to spades?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does he? That's about it.
King and let's see.
Give him one bluff. Give him. No, it can't be king 10 of spades. No, it could be. Ding 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 ding. Yeah, we're
That's
losing.
against just pure, but that's against a range of the highest of values.
Not
All flushes and 2 pairs. And
flushers, 2 pairs and
and
straights.
straights. I mean, he doesn't have a single mistake in this.
No, he doesn't have a single spade in this, and they don't. Like this is
Okay.
this is a pretty realistic range.
Okay.
Like they literally does not have any
Okay, fine.
bluffs.
Okay.
So we're losing by a couple percent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think you ask yourself the question on turn, how much does a check jam or check raise suck? And it really sucks here. So I think it's a good check raise.
Yeah, I think it's a good check.
You're gonna
raise, but-
win sometimes, probably, you're not gonna win over half the time here, probably. But
Yeah, and he had. I mean, when he has a hand, he's always gonna let me know on the river. So, like by his sizing, I would know. Yeah. So that was that. Let's see. Oh, and then let's look at a bomb pot. How about that for fun?
Ugh.
And I had to fold. And I'm glad I folded because I end up winning 700 that night.
is this a single board hold on bomb pot?
It's just a hold 'em bomb pot.
One board?
One board. So where were we? We're in the +1 position. It's a bomb pot. I think it was 7 ways. 8 ways. All right, we're dealt Jack 4 of diamonds. The flop came 4-4-6 rainbow.
I
would
write it in
very
chat what I
happy
think because I think the EV calculation was wrong.
Huh?
So,
Let's see.
so that is.
Okay, let's see what.
Oh,
Well,
it
there's
was,
actually we need like we just need 44% or something. I'm pretty sure about that one.
what on the other hand?
Yeah, because you don't. So what I would do. So can you show the hand? Because then I show what I calculated. Maybe it's wrong,
Okay.
and then I can learn. That's good.
Yeah, hold on. Let me open it up. It's this one. What are you trying to look at?
The turn bet.
Let's do this.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So on the turn, the pot is already
380.
380.
Yeah, so I bet 65.
Exactly, and then the pot is 445, right? So
Right.
and now we only have to call 250 bucks to
Oh,
win
yeah.
445. So I would do this 250 divided by 445.
380 plus
No, no,
65
no, stop
He's doing the
this.
same thing. He's just doing it. He's doing the whole thing to make sure we get it right. 380 plus 65 plus
plus.
65.
So
Okay.
it's that much. We gotta call 250, right? Plus 250.
Uh,
So it's like
no.
24%.
What? What? So I'm calculating it completely wrong then.
No, because the look, the
I-
pot is 380 at the turn before I bet. I put
Hmm.
in 365 more,
Yeah.
and the guy jams 315. So before I call, the pot will be 760, and I have to call 250. So the pot will be $1,010, and I have to call 250 divided by $1,010.
Right.
Yeah. Then I'm doing it wrong. Okay. Good.
So
You do the math.
25%. What was it?
25%, and we gave you 23% against
So it's not losing by
a range
much.
with against a range with nothing, with no single pair.
No, nothing. Yeah, no
No
bluffs.
single pair plus a draw. But I mean, not even a bluff. I mean, things
No,
we
no,
didn't even give him the king high with
no,
with a spade. Like what what
Nor
was
did
the
we give him ace king.
yeah,
no.
yeah. Give
I mean,
him
we could give him ace king.
yeah,
Let's
give him
say
ace
he's,
king played, give
but
him
I
ace
don't
king
think
spade
I don't
straight.
think it I don't think it makes a difference. Like it's about the same because we're still behind. Yeah,
That's wrong.
yeah. I mean, like in game, I was like, if I bet here and he jams, I am kind of committed because like in my mind, I'm like, I'm only calling 2 something into a pot that's like
Yeah.
like 5 or 6 or 700. I
The other
mean,
thing, yeah, I mean, just you have the power position, right? He's gonna have to ask first on the river when you check back, and
yeah,
he's gonna give you an indicator. I mean, he's gonna have bluffs probably, but he's gonna give you an indicator where he is.
yeah. So I'm like, yeah. In game, I pretty much just snap call because I kind of knew that like I'm like pot odds why I was fucked. Uh, but I didn't think I was as fucked at. I mean, I didn't think I was in so
So
close.
go
Like,
against him now. Go against his exact hand and take a look at that. Just for fun.
he has
9-10 of clubs.
yeah 9-10 of clubs. The hell? 10. Yeah, it's about the same.
Yeah, but I mean, how much equity did we say you needed? It was 24%?
Yeah, 24. Like we're losing 0.5%.
I thought it was, no, I think we're making 0.5%. I thought it was 24.5 is what we needed, and we have 25. That's what I'm
Oh.
saying, is that even against that one
Oh.
hand,
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah,
You're
we're
right.
making
You're
that-
right.
yeah.
We're
He
making
turned his cards over and you had time to do it, do the calculation, you would call.
yeah. We're making like 1/4%.
Yes, yes. But better, but better off to not have been in the position, to not have had to make that decision, make the decision on the river.
I mean, if I have had I bet any bigger, like I'm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, let's look at the bomb pot. Bomb pot, we're +1 position. Jack 4 diamonds, $10, 8 ways, so $80. 4-4-6 rainbow checks to us. We bet 25.
How much is the pot then? The pot is how much on flop?
On the flop, it was 80.
70 or 80?
It was 8 ways.
Oh,
8
they're 8
ways.
plays, 8 hands.
Yeah, less the drop 74. So
Yeah.
So
drop is
okay,
6.
so it's $75 in the pot on the bomb pot,
Yeah, on
and essentially you're 500 effective.
yeah. Well, the guy actually covers
That's
me.
okay.
I don't remember by how much. Check to me, I bet 25, so like a third pot.
Mhm.
I mean, in these,
That seems good.
yeah, like it just looks really strong already. Like when you
Yeah, yeah.
betting into 8 people.
Yeah.
Like if I'm in the small blind or the big blind, I might even just check here. Yeah. So we bet 25. He calls. The turn came a king of hearts. It's just heads up now. I bet 55 and he raises to 150.
You are often
So-
beat.
Yeah, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
So I decided to pay Fifth Street Chicken, and I
Mhm.
called the 95.
Yeah.
And the river came a 10 of diamonds. I check, and he didn't jam all in. Actually, he just bets like by that time I only have about like $210 in my pot in my chip stack, and he bets 250. So basically putting me all in.
Yeah.
So
Good
I'm
beat.
like, yeah, I'm like I counted in my head. I'm like, does he do this with like 9-4? I don't think so. How many hands beat me? I have a 4. So King 4 beats me. So he has 3 of those. He has
Ace 4.
3 sixes. He has 2 combos of 6-4s.
Wait, why are you saying there are only two? Why are you saying there are only how many king fours did you count? Did you say
3. I have a 4.
right? So that's 1 4.
There's only
Oh,
3
okay. 1 4.
kings.
Yeah, there's 3 kings. Thank you.
Yeah,
Okay.
so 3 kings, 3
Right.
king 4,
3 ace 4.
3
4.
a 4 ace 4. If it's ace 4.
Right. 4 ace 4.
3 combinations of 6s. So that's what, like 10.
Mm-hmm.
And what the hell is he bluffing with? He's just like I bet
Nothing.
into
He's not bluffing.
I bet into a gazillion people and then I call the race.
Yeah, you're playing for a chop here. What?
Like if he has 9-4, he's just checking the river.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
you're
Why,
playing for a chop at
are
best.
you sure he's checking the river with a 4 on?
9-4? Yeah. If
Maybe
he has
not.
if he has 7-4, 8-4, 5-4, he's checking the river. I bet into 8 people and call his race on not flop race, turn race. I bet the flop, I
Yeah.
bet the turn, and call his check race, and call his race.
Yeah, all right.
I'm not 100% sure that you're not chopping. I think you're rarely chopping, but I
No,
believe you're chopping at best. 95% of the time you are chopping at best.
like if he bets 100, then maybe I have a chance to win. But like,
So
Yeah,
you
like
need to
he has-
call, you've got about 250 behind on river.
220.
So you have to win around 25% of the time to be profitable here.
Yeah, the
I
problem
don't
is
think you are.
yeah, the problem is that it's a bomb pot.
I don't
Yeah.
think you're.
He just has everything.
What is the very
If we're not calling this, what do we call? Just boats?
I think ace 4
Just
I
boats
start like I
and
think
quads?
ace 4 I would start calling. Like I think the minimum I need is ace 4 here cuz he's just not bluffing at all. Like never.
Okay. What if the river was an ace? Would you call them?
Um I
Okay,
doubt it.
Bub says Bub is doing an MDF calculation. But the thing about the MDF calculation, Bub, is MDF is what protects you from them bluffing with their making a profitable bluff with their whole range with any 2 cards. That's what MDF tells you. And the fact is they're not doing that.
Yeah, there's no balance here. It's a bomb
Yeah.
pot. This is just all value. Like
Yeah.
I'll be hard pressed if he could find one bluffs here.
Right. So I was looking for that. I was looking for I was looking for two things. What does he overvalue that you beat? And it ain't ace six. I don't see an ace six playing this way. He can overvalue a chopping four. We talked about that. And the only hand that I can see that can bluff like this is 5-7 of hearts. And do you believe anybody plays 5-7 of hearts like this?
No, because I bet small on the turn. No, I don't think they do. They just call.
Yeah.
And if
Okay, I
they
agree.
and if they do bluff, they use a small sizing. They don't use this sizing. I've seen it over and over and
Yeah,
over again,
yeah.
man.
But I'm gonna be honest with you, I would lose my stack here.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Let's do this. I'll show you the proof that they use the smaller sizing in another hand.
Yeah.
But I purposely got this kid to spaz.
Yes.
Let's delete this piece of junk.
Right. And I want to change one piece of language there. When you said
Yes.
I'll show you that they use, I would just change it to I'll show you someone who used.
Yeah.
Because one data point doesn't create a rule.
No, but
It
this
supports your contention. So here's an example where that's true. And I'm totally with you. I just want to change that little bit of language.
yeah, they
Oh.
like when they do bluff, they most likely use this. So when you see a smaller sizing, it's a higher chance that they're bluffing.
And we all know the overbets are underbluffed based on what they should be in GTO world. We have lots of mass data analysis of that.
Yeah. So single raise plot, same game. 1-3 with the winner straddle. Don't remember who straddle, but it doesn't matter. Pre-flop folds to us. We have ace of spade, queen of hearts. We raise to 20. Cutoff call. It's a kid from Taiwan. Never seen him in the room, but seen him being a little splashy, making nonsense play. So that was it. Only been playing with him for about maybe 90 minutes. Saw him like spaz twice. He calls, and then UTG, the straddler, calls. The flop came ace of hearts, jack of hearts, 7 of spades, checks to me. I bet half pot, like 30. I mean, I know multi-way pot. I check quite a bit, but I don't think this.
You
they're-
didn't check
they're-
this in.
Yeah, they're not gonna stab that much on an ace high board.
Yeah.
Uh,
And you've only got one guy behind you to stab.
yeah, one guy behind me, and then we're not that deep. I mean,
Yeah.
we only started with 500.
Mm.
So that was it. I bet they both call. So I'm like, oh shit, someone's drawing. The turn came a 5 of hearts. The straddler checks. I check.
I like
Now,
your check.
yeah, now I check. Because this is like multi-way, and like the straddler just has a lot of flushes in his range here. Yeah, like king 3 of hearts, queen 4 of hearts. It's a bunch of hearts. Oh no, I have the heart. I have the queen of hearts.
Yeah.
Now the cutoff. So on the flop, the guy did not snap call, but he called pretty quickly. So that led me to believe that he really doesn't have a set here or two pair, because there would be a little bit of thought into it.
Mhm.
I wouldn't say it's a snap call, but it's a pretty quick call.
Right.
So the turn I check, and he thinks about it for quite a bit. So there's a pause, and he went back and he checked his card. I'm like, interesting. Why is he checking his card? And now he bet 60. So I'm like, well, this is a small size. I don't.
Decall.
Yeah, I don't think it's a flush. UTG fold, which I'm happy to see because he is the most likely to have a flush here.
Mhm.
So on the turn, I actually debated. I'm like, I actually think this guy has the king of hearts. do I just raise here and trying to get him to call? Like, but then I look at the stacks, I'm like, there's no, like, there isn't a good size. Like, if I size it up just a little bit, he's just gonna fold. Uh,
I
and if
don't
I
think
make it,
like
and
this.
if, yeah, and if I make it too small, then he, like, I'm out of position on the river. If he hits, then if he hits like a gutter, then I'm just giving him good odds. I don't want to make it like 120, you know? I like it just doesn't make any sense. And
You don't, you also don't want to reopen the action here.
yeah, I just don't think he has like I think he's drawing. Like on the turn, I just don't
Okay.
think he has a strong hand. Like I think I had him beat like almost like 100% of the time. Just by his genuine reaction on the timing, thinking about the bet, checking his cards, and then the small sizing. I just don't think like if he had a small flush, the bet would be bigger. Like it would be like 125, I feel like. And he wouldn't have to go back and check his cards. So I thought I always have him beat here. But
I don't agree.
um yeah.
I
But
don't agree. You always have him beat here. I think that I think your analysis pushes him towards is my side card a heart or not?
yeah.
But there's also, I have a flush. I do have a flush, right? Let me make sure I'm not remembering the last hand. That
Mhm.
exists.
I have a flush. What do you mean?
Him. So your analysis about him checking his cards, I think is spot on. But you're saying an always that I don't think is an always there. I don't even think it's close to an always, which is, I think it is often that when they check the heart, they're checking, is my king really a heart? Is my side card a heart? Because I have king jack here or something like that.
Yeah.
Or I have king queen here, and so I have king queen or king 10 here. I had a gut shot. The heart comes in. Is my 10 a heart or my king a heart? I know I have a heart. It's the king. Good. So that's what
Yeah.
your sort of analysis is. And I'm agreeing with you that that's spot on right. But you're saying it's always that. And I'm saying it's also this. I have the queen 10 of hearts. This is great on the flop. The five is here. It's a heart. I got it. Let me make sure. I really do have the queen 10 of hearts, right? I'm not remembering the last hand. Nope, it's the queen 10 of hearts. That he would also check his hand in that situation, some people. I wouldn't because of the way that I say my hand in my head.
Yeah.
But I believe that people will check their hand a second, check their hand there to make sure sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now moving on. So you said, that he doesn't have the flush
Mm.
here because of that. And I said, no, he can have a flush here. He can have a small flush here, that he plays this way, but it's often not a flush. But I still don't think that you
No,
get
it's
much
often not a flush. But
I
yeah,
don't think you get much from reopening the action here. I
it's
think a raise here is unnecessary. And again, it's describe your hand. Your hand on the flop was strong value, right? That was a
Mhm.
premium hand on the flop. On the turn, your hand became a marginal hand with a draw.
Yeah.
That's what it became.
Yep.
You checked, he bet. Why are you check? It'd be one thing if you continued to bet, but why would you check raise a marginally made hand with a draw? And
Yeah.
and that is based on saying, because I know that his range exists only of this. And no, you don't. That's my
Yeah.
okay.
No, but in game I was just thinking like what is the best way to like get a couple more bets from this guy? I was just thinking about like I think I have a I think my hand is good here like north of 90%. Like what do I need to do to get more money from this guy?
All right. So before doing that, I want to put in the chat or say it out loud, either ones. What percentage of the time do you think Sam has the best hand when cutoff bets 60 here? Sam says 90. Put in what you guys believe.
You want me to keep going?
Yeah, that's my confidence interval.
Yeah.
I think you have the best hand 60% of the time, and I'm confident of that plus or minus 20. So I'm confident that you are between 40 and 80%. I would be surprised if you have the best hand more than 80% of the time here. All right, go on.
Yeah. The river came
Larry
a
says
nine.
eight.
The river came a 9 of clubs. And I thought in game, I think the best way here is just to donk. I think I have the best hand here, like very, very, very often. So I donk 65. He raises to 200 after maybe like 10, 15 seconds of thought.
Mhm.
I pretty much just call very quickly because when he raised, after he raised, he has about like 350 behind. I mean, after he raised, he have about like 150 behind. So he started the river at around like 350, 360, somewhere around there. I pretty quickly call. He has the King of Hearts blocker.
Right.
I'm not gonna do this kind of lines against a regular. Like, this guy is just a guy that I thought played too many hands
Hmm.
and is capable of spazzing.
Right.
Yeah, that's he asked. And then I go in and laugh like, yeah, but you have the balls to do that,
Mhm.
which most of the time they don't. I don't think he's bet. I don't.
You don't think he's gonna spaz if you at your
I think he's gonna spaz, but I don't think I'm gonna get 200. He's
No.
probably gonna bet like half pot. I'm probably gonna get like $50 less.
I agree. I
Somewhere
agree that
around.
I agree that his bet size is probably smaller against a check there
Yeah.
because he then can fold because against a check he can fold out any of your draws, and he can
Yeah.
fold out a jack that you decided to play this way.
Yeah, but I don't have a jack. Like when you do this kind of things, you should know like your opponent don't have a jack.
No, I'm
Like,
saying you bet a jack on the flop, you check the turn, and you check the river. I'm saying if you take the check line on the river, he's going to bet. I agree with you that his bet is smaller,
yeah.
and so
I mean,
my line is less
if
money.
he if
I-
he bets the river trying to get a jack to fold, then he's really bad because like multi-way pot. I don't think a lot of people are betting a jack here. Like you literally on the river, you like what he needs to do is just jam and get my whole range to fold. Like that's the only way to play it because my range is extremely strong here. When I bet the flop, check the turn, and call a bet on the turn, like the weakest hand I have is probably the hand that I have, or like a hand that don't have a hearts in them, like ace queen with no hearts.
Okay, so Larry Bubba Romano on are any of you playing the flop and the turn differently than Sam? Are you all playing that the same?
Yeah, I would always check flop.
Okay. And then what about the river? Are you checking with an intent to check call depending on, check evaluate call depending on size, or are you blocking?
In that line,
Yeah, or are you blocking? I'm not gonna ask whether you're gonna call the raise. I just want to know, are you block betting? Because this is a block bet in the river. So so Sam blocked and called a small raise.
I mean, it's hard to think. I'm not like, so first of all, I'm not, I'm just listening. You guys talking. I'm not the cash player. Just, I have this. I opened this to my. I have 5 tables playing at the same
Okay,
time.
in that
so-
case,
But
alright,
no,
okay.
no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine that you asked. But yeah, I don't. I think I wouldn't be in this node because I would always check the flop.
You wouldn't bet top pair with the queen of hearts on the flop.
Yeah, but he's playing online. I'm playing
I-
against who
yeah.
has too many hands.
Yeah, I would, yeah,
Totally
okay.
different.
I'm still betting.
Mm,
I'm still betting this flop. Okay, so you play the flop differently. Okay, Larry,
yeah,
how about
I would just pure check always there.
okay, Larry, how about you? How about you? Are you playing the flop and the turn the same?
I think it makes sense to bet to a hyper wide range here. But,
On the flop, right? You're talking about the flop, right?
yeah, but I
flop.
think I would still check. I still
You'd still
want to
check.
see what happens behind.
You would check the flop. Okay, and Bub, how about you?
Sorry,
I think if he's
just skip
sorry,
me to the no.
if
Okay,
he's
fine.
passing, I don't care about my own bet because he's gonna bet anyway.
You're talking about the flop now.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, but I
It's
like.
like I just let him do more mistakes, and I just keep myself in a much better situation.
Okay. So Sam and I are going to play the flop and the turn the same way. Larry and Romano are going to play the flop as a check line. And then Sam and I diverge on the river. All right. Nice.
All right.
I like your
Last-
result very, very much. And I like what went into making the call on the river.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I
I
want.
think looking at his size, I think that was really good. When he has the flush there, I don't think, yeah. When you bet out, you are showing some strength there.
Yeah.
He can bet and he can bet bigger with his real value.
Yeah.
Um,
Let's look at another hand.
I mean, on river, I'm folding. I think.
You're folding to the raise. Okay.
Yeah, but because you weren't in the game, so
Yeah.
that's why you didn't see what I saw. So
Yeah. And I'm actually surprised because my experience of spazzers, or maybe when I spaz, I spaz with a jam. I don't spaz with 200.
Does Fast Roll
Yeah.
have a replayer in it? I mean, does it have an actual hand replayer?
no, I don't see it. Where
I hope
like
they
I
get
should
that.
suggest
Yeah, suggest that.
them
It's so
to
it would be
do
so
it.
easy for them to
Scroll
add it.
does have one if you have the premium, right?
I paid for it. It's $99 a year.
Yeah, they
Maybe
should.
it's not.
Oh, or maybe they were talking about adding a player.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Alright.
Andy, welcome. Take a look at this hand. Let's see how Andy plays this hand. So from the flop, turn river, just play it out. What would you do each street, Andy?
Hero, low jack, raises 20. Is it a 1-3-6 game or is it just a straddle?
It's a 1-3-6 game. It just happened this time UTG straddle. So
Yeah.
he won the pot before this.
Right. So it's a standard 1-3-6
So is it he usually straddles or is it like a kill game?
winner straddle.
Winner
Winner
straddle.
Okay, cool. Okay.
So you won this
Um,
pot, you straddle the next pot.
Okay, cool. Low jack, ace queen off, raises 20. Yeah, standard cutoff calls, UTG calls.
UTG
Yeah.
is the straddle in this case, so straddle calls.
Yes.
Hold on, let me send one message real quick. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay. And then on the turn, you're second to play, and on your ace queen, the flop is ace. Was it ace jack X?
Yeah, ace jack.
Ace jack X, 2 hearts. You have the queen of hearts.
I didn't even see
Check
the river
the-
yet. I was still pre-flop.
No, okay. Pre-flop. Oh, pre-flop. You raised to 20, and you got 2 callers.
So I saw that. I didn't see what was the
Flop
we're
is
coming to
ace,
it right now.
flop
All right,
is
flop. Ace jack. Ooh, I like it.
Yeah.
I don't hate this flop.
Right.
30, both call. Wow, okay.
right. So that's my first question.
Um,
Do you want to check? Do you want to bet this flop in second position, or do you want to check to let the person in the back position stab?
How stabby is how stabby is the cutoff? Are they normally someone who's going to just stab and barrel a lot, or is it kind of
So this guy, I played with him for 90 minutes. I've seen him Like it's a little spazzy. I seen him in a 3 or 4 way pot after the pre-flop. Was it like the last guy bets the flop and he just moves all in or make a big raise with a hand that has no equity. It was like on a king high board, like king jack something, and then he has like 3-5 of
Well,
clubs.
is he kind of stationy if people keep
He's called
betting,
like
or is
this.
he?
This is the description. He's playing too many hands, and he's capable of spazzing for no reason. I would not say like I didn't think the reason I bet the flop is I didn't think he was gonna stab all that often.
Okay.
First of all, because of my image, because I'm not playing a whole bunch of hands, and it's an ace high flop.
Okay, so you don't expect a high frequency of stab from this particular guy in this configuration
No,
against these
no.
opponents, Andy. So what do you want to do on the flop?
On the flop, I like the bet. I like where we're
Okay.
at.
Gotcha. So you bet.
So if you say he's been stabby, but because of your image, you don't think he's gonna stab, then I don't really
No, it's
love
not.
this.
It's not. He's spazzy, but he's not. Like I did not think he was gonna stab here. He's
Okay.
spazzy. He's a young guy from Taiwan. This
Okay.
is the first time I
Enough
saw
said.
him. Yeah.
So what was your thought? I mean, I like the turn check, but I specifically like the turn check for giving him rope. I mean, what were you thinking when you checked turn?
I'm thinking it's multi-way. The guy in the straddle, which is the big blind in this case, could just have like a shitload of flushes. So it's basically multi-way. I can't really
Okay,
bet.
so it was you were pot controlling,
I don't like the
sort
word
of,
pot controlling, sort of, I guess.
sort of.
Yeah.
You had no intention to fold to a bet. You just didn't want to get
No,
raised.
it depends. It depends. Uh, though with this hand, yeah, I might have to call one time.
What were
Well,
you going
yeah,
to call
given
one
that
time
you
if it
have
went
the
bet
second
raise?
nut flush draw on the turn,
Huh?
If
given that you have the queen of hearts, I think. I mean, unless it goes on the turn, it goes cut off bets pot, UTG jams, then yeah, I think you can
Cool.
get away. But
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
hate the I
I
like
mean,
the
if cutoff if I check here on the turn, cutoff bets 130, and the straddler big blind calls.
you could get away from
I
that too.
I don't know. I might
Yeah, it's
have
tough.
to
Right.
fold.
Right. But but as played with cutoff betting 60 and then the under the gun player folding, Andy, do you want to call, fold, or raise there on the
Did
turn?
check raising ever come into your mind? I mean, I
I
think I have
did.
to at least look at a check raise
It
here.
it did because in game the guy like on the flop when he calls my bet, it took him like there's a slight pause, but it wasn't like he doesn't seem to me that he was thinking about raising.
Okay.
Because if he had a set or two pair, he would take like a slightly longer time because the board is quite wet.
Right.
Uh,
I get that. So, but then again, like I like I like the call too. Let him keep some rope, right?
yeah, but on the turn I did think about raising, and the reason was it took him a little bit more time, like 30 seconds, because he was thinking about it, and then he went back to check his hand. So that was a hard check. Like, do I have the king of hearts kind of thing? Check. So in game, like I told everybody, I'm like I thought about it. I'm like I probably have the best hand here. Like, what is the best way to get more money into this pot? I don't want to min check raise because then you're just giving him equity because he's just calling 60 into what like he's
Right.
getting
I mean,
like
if you're gonna check raise here, you got to go with a big boy size.
yeah he's getting like if I think and done and make it like 120, he's just getting 3 or 4 to 1, and then he's in position with like 350 behind or like 300 behind. Like he's just gonna put money in when he hits and not put money in when he miss.
Right.
And
Um,
and I think if I jam here, he's just gonna fold. Like there's just no good size here. Unless I make it like, I don't know, like 250.
yeah,
Like,
even that's kind of, I mean, you almost like your check raise size is almost, it's got to be like, I think the sweet spot might be if you're going to go for it, like 220.
Yeah, because I don't have that much more behind. Like I started the hand with five, like six. Like he doesn't have that much more behind. He started the hand with 600.
270. So 200, maybe even 190 might be the sweet spot on the check raise.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's still too small.
On the turn, on the turn, you're still multi-way, right?
On the turn, no. When he bets, the
UTG
UTG
fold is where
folded.
we start thinking about.
Yeah, if UTG calls, that's no like all bets are off. Like I can't really check raise. I don't
Yeah,
think.
you're handcuffed at that point. Once UTG folds, it opens up the whole playbook.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I like the call too. Like keep his bluffs in. I like it.
Yeah.
I like on the clean. I like clean river. You kind of throw out the little, basically blocker, and he
Dinky
raises
dunk.
you.
Yep. Dinky dunk.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So,
Which, like,
so Andy, I missed one thing that you said. So on the turn, you considered the check raise, and did you go for it, or did you decide against it for yourself?
I think I decided against it. I want to let him keep bluffing the river.
Gotcha. And then on the river, do you like do you want to block? Do you want to check? Do you want to bet bigger? What do you want to do before, this is before he raises you? What do you want to do first?
Right. I think I continue checking here
Okay.
and see what kind of sizing he goes with.
Okay.
And hope that maybe, all right, so he's already put in 60, 30, 90, 110 out of his, so he's got 390 effective. I might even, especially if he does get a little spazzy on the river, so it's 274. I check, maybe, hope he bets somewhere around 100. Like it looks like the guy is not, his sizing's, at least on the turn, was small, so maybe he goes small and then go for almost like a min click check raise. Barely
Really?
more than a min click. Like leave enough that it has the appearance that if he jams, and know that like if we do that, if he jams, I'm calling him.
Okay. Okay. So that's a very, okay. So we're gonna move on now and just do a tiny sum up. So I was on check call river. Sam was on donk, was on block call arrays of this size, and Andy is on check raise river. Is on check raise river. I'm never check raising the river. I'm only check calling the river.
I'm also never check raising river.
Yeah. Okay. So we have a wide variety of things here. And the one that I think makes the most money against this opponent with this hand in this situation is Sam's.
I think block is
I
best.
think my thought of check raising river is very, very dependent on villain's sizing on the river.
Yeah.
I mean, if
We're
he
saying,
comes
like, if
out
he
and
bets
bets
on-
pot, I'm just calling it off, right?
Right. Yeah. And I was with you. I thought, my thought was that on the river, he probably, that he sometimes bets less than this, that he bets 100 to 150 if we don't bet out. And and 100 is the size that you were considering check raising, right?
Yeah.
Something like 90 or 100, I'm
Yeah.
looking at, especially like 90, I might look at making it like 210,
Right. Okay.
enough that he can still spaz again.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Romano, did you change your river thing before we move on? I didn't hear your last remark.
I think block is good if he's call happy, man.
Okay. All right.
Cool.
Cool.
I just to reemphasize, this is for specific opponents. I'm not doing
Yeah.
this to everybody.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is extremely like out of line.
Yeah.
It's only for young kids like him where I
Gotcha.
would do this kind of shit.
Alright, nice hand. Nice hand. Well played.
Look, you want to look at another one that I think this is-
Wow, I get it in with jacks against aces and kings and hit it.
Oh, Romano's gonna win Romano's gonna win the tournament.
We're gonna look
Oh,
at this bomb
bring
pot.
it.
That's
All
freaking
skill, Rano.
crazy.
All skill.
Is this the bomb pot?
Best skill, best skill.
Huh?
No,
I
we
thought we
did
were gonna look at a bomb pot.
we did the
No,
bomb pot.
we did look at the bomb pot
The bomb
already.
pot was
Okay.
the,
Oh, that's right, we did, yeah.
was the trip force.
All right,
Very
so this
profitable
is
bomb pot game earlier this week.
Alright, so you are in cutoff with
yeah, we're in
nine of
cutoff.
clubs, nine of clubs.
The guy it's like an Indian guy. He first started off with 200 and he ran it up to like about 450. Also playing too many hands, so I'm calling the field with 9-7 off to an open. So it's definitely playing way too many fucking hands.
This is the UTG.
Yeah, this is the UTG. So this is a single race pot. Folds to me 600. I made it 20.
UTG is the straddle.
Yeah, it's a straddler. Only he calls.
Okay.
Flop came. We have 10-9 at clubs. Flop came favorable. Ace 5-7 all clubs. We flop a flush. Checks to us. We bet 20. He calls. The turn came a 3 of diamonds, so pretty much a blank. He checks to me again. Now I sizes up. The reason is because I know, like, on flushing board, you're supposed to bet small, but I don't think this hand makes sense to bet small because he's just gonna have too many single clubs, like king jack a clutch, king jack with a club, king queen with a club, ace queen with a club.
Well, I mean, if he's playing too many hands, he also has king 3 off of club.
Yeah. I'm not sure about king 3 off from the, maybe, I'm not sure.
King 9 off.
Yeah, king 9 off with a club. God damn it, what the hell?
You're getting the phone call.
Can you still see it? Yeah, here.
Alright,
Uh,
so okay, yeah. So
So-
you chose
so-
to use a bigger bet in theory
Yeah,
because
Yeah, and
you
then he
think
had
he's
yeah.
sticky and he's got too many clubs that are gonna call.
No, I just think he's sticky. He started the hand with too many hand in his range, and then I think after he calls the first bet, he's just inelastic. He just
Got it.
has a lot of aces, like ace 9, like ace 8 of clubs. I don't think that's gonna fold. So I chose a overbet like 150, B 150, bet 120 into 84. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm sorry, did I say something weird? Just
Huh?
Wouldn't
kidding,
you
just
think
kidding,
that-
just kidding.
Wouldn't you think that you isolate yourself too much when you make it so big? You're making many worse hands fold.
Against a different type of opponent, yes, but not against guys who are calling too much. Yeah.
I mean, I think the argument here is that he's overvaluing a naked 9 of clubs, which you have, but naked 8 of clubs.
Because like even if you bet small, like you still don't necessarily like he's not necessarily in a good spot to like yes he can call, but like when you hold 2 clubs in your hand, it's also like pretty unlikely that you even get the club. So like why worry about it? like most
Yeah,
of the
that's true,
time-
but I just think this guy's just gonna call with like king 9 with a 9 with a king of clubs. That's the
Are
thing.
you? Yeah, I don't think this bet is about denying equity.
No,
I think he's not denying equity because he is concerned about a poor club. I think what Sam was doing here is he's extracting value from a station who's got
yeah.
a wide range.
ace X and then not folding his draw, like the king, queen, and jack of clubs, like the jack 10 with the jack of clubs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Do
mean,
you
if he's
think-
wide, he's got like ace four off,
Listen, this
no
bet,
club. He's got a lot of clubs that he's overvaluing here.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't this bet good too? Because if another club comes on the river and he's holding another club and he's got something like ace nine, no clubs, I mean, it's the best chance to get value out of him before the betting dies and he
Yep.
doesn't call you on the river.
I think
Ye-
that's true. There's one other
Yeah,
thing.
but I think he's arguing that use a smaller size, but in
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying I like your
Yeah.
bet because he might
Yeah.
call this bet, but when the fourth club comes and he doesn't have a club, you're getting no value from him whenever you try to make it, a decent size on the river.
Yeah.
I have
Here's
a
a
question.
shorthand for it. Oh, yeah.
Sorry, about so you said he would call a lot of aces when he has a kicker with a club, but do you think he would also call aces when he doesn't have a club?
Yes.
Yeah, he's station.
I
I'm
mean,
not,
if he
like-
does that against that sizing, I mean, it can't be wrong, right? So at this point, then yeah, do it.
No, here's my thought. He might fold ace X, like if he has. Well, obviously, if he has ace 3, he's not gonna fold.
Ace
But I
10
think
without the club.
he can't have ace 10 of clubs, so he could have ace jack of clubs.
No, ace 10
queen-
without-
No, no,
ace
no.
10 without a
I'm
club.
asking specifically something like ace 10, but without a club.
without a club.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That
So will he
hand is-
call that?
I think it's getting close. I'm not
Theoretically,
sure.
he shouldn't because you have so many flushes in your range. But
Yeah, but the thing is, I think he has like 7-5 off here. And he has ace 3 off here, and he has 6-4 here, 6-4 off here, and he just has like king queen with the king of clubs, king queen with the queen of clubs, like queen jack with the queen of clubs, king jack with the king of clubs, king jack with the jack of clubs. I don't think any of those is folding. Like, this is the reason why I bet big, because I think his range is inelastic.
I mean, you're offering him like what, like 35%.
Yeah.
If he has a king of club, he's got about 18% equity.
Yeah.
I like this against a bad player who doesn't understand pot odds and is gambling. This is a good size. I don't,
Yeah.
I make the mistake of trying to keep the range wider here, but I think using a player dependent oversized bet where he doesn't understand he's not making a profitable call with the king of clubs even is a good bet.
Yeah,
So Larry,
so-
Larry, on that keeping his range wider, if you're trying to keep his range wide enough to keep an ace in, and so you're betting smaller to keep an ace in, I agree with a smaller size bet. If you're trying to keep anything less than an ace in, I want to argue against it for the following reason. When he gets here and calls one bet with a 7 or a 5 or a pocket pair, with or without a club, pocket 8s, with or without a club, whatever, however he gets here, you got that bet with your $20 bet on the flop. All those hands start to fold to the turn to any reasonable size.
Yeah, that's
They-
a valid argument. So I guess the argument is that the part of his range that calls here is inelastic.
Yes.
I mean, any of
so-
us here with the name, were any of us here, I would assume, depending on, I mean, there's implied
With the
odds
naked king of
issues.
clubs, fold.
Yeah, we're gonna fold here, but, at one point stack depth
Right.
becomes an issue.
But I'm not folding ace king with the king of clubs.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
I
either.
don't have it here, but like that. So with that in mind, Larry, on your size and to keep him wide, I want to ask you, what's the size that you want to bet to keep an ace in that has a club kicker? What size do you think an ace with a club kicker calls?
So let's give him like, I would bet here $60.
Okay. That's the biggest that you think an ace with a club kicker calls? I'm assuming you're never beat for this exercise. I want to know what's the biggest size that you think that an ace with a club kicker calls most of the time.
I think that's really player
Dependent.
dependent,
Okay, against your player pool.
but, yeah, I'm gonna bet about 66% here. I'm gonna bet about 60, 65.
Okay. You don't think,
With
you
it-
don't think that they would call pot with an ace and a club?
Yeah,
I think
but
with
what kind of
ace
what
and
kind
a
of club
jack
are
of
you talking
clubs are
about?
better. I think it has to be like a
Yeah,
jack
I
of
think
clubs
an
are better.
ace. Yeah, you're right. I think
Yeah.
maybe I can use a bigger size.
Yeah, that's what I'm pushing you towards.
Yeah,
is-
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying
Yeah.
I think I downsize here, and this sizing is highly exploitative and makes sense against the right customer.
Gotcha. So this is a question to everybody. Against the pool that you play against, I'm gonna ask you, what size do you think the following two hands are going to call most of the time? Ace of spades, 10 of clubs, which I believe he can have here. I believe that's in his
That's
range.
impossible.
He can't because I had the
Not
10
me.
club.
I'm sorry, ace of 10. Oh, you have the, you have the. you
It
have
has to
the
be
nine.
it has to be ace
The
jack,
jack.
of club,
Jack or
ace
better.
Oh, you're
jack
right.
with a
Yeah.
jack of clubs, ace
Okay.
queen with the queen of clubs.
Right. So I'm gonna.
Let's
I
just
wanna-
assume he doesn't have ace king.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't have ace king. Okay, let's do ace. Can you be here with ace jack without a raise under the gun? Yeah. Okay, ace of spades, jack of clubs, and ace of spades, 10 of diamonds. Those are the two hands. And for each hand, I want to know what's the maximum that you think your player pool calls for each of those hands in dollars.
Honestly, my pool's probably different from all your guys's, but a lot of the time on these boards, when you bet big like this, they just seem to instantly assume you're bluffing. So I would say I could still bet like 120 and get a call from ace 10 offsuit without a club.
That's a tough one.
I think ace 10 with no club is just gonna call like 40, like
Yeah.
50, something like that.
Yeah. Would think. I mean, almost any hand without a Broadway club, any ace without a Broadway club is not coming along for that B150. I think at least in my pool, I think the max I could go here on a hand like that would be 55, 60.
Okay.
But if they
Unless
have
I'm
the
just way underestimating my pool, but I don't think so.
Okay.
yeah, but I think ace queen with a queen of club is just gonna call this bet. Like
Oh,
much
yeah.
larger, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So in game, I'm just targeting like
Okay.
those hands.
Okay.
Plus the fact that this guy has straights, could have like 3-5 off.
Yeah.
Fucking guy, like
Yeah.
deuce 4. Yeah. So the river, I think the river.
In which case, he
it's-
also has ace 5 and ace 7. So this is great.
Yep.
Yeah, that's great. Okay.
So the
So the
river,
river-
I think the river, it's where I think I might have gone a little thin, but I got lucky. The river is the ace of spades. He checks, and I thought about it for a little bit, and I bet like 150. But now thinking about it, might not be good with 10-9
But
because he
what?
he could still have like queen 3 of clubs.
Well, I mean, the way to think about this is that your likelihood with a suited hand is 3% to flop a flush. So the chances of you both having flushes is approaching unicorn. And if he's got a better flush, that's
I
okay.
totally agree.
Yeah, but the
He has
thing
less
is,
flush.
I
He has
mean,
also
it
less
happened
flushes.
here, but it's the probability is infinitesimally small.
yeah, but the thing is, when I take the sizing on the turn, he's just not gonna raise his like king X and queen X of clubs.
Hmm.
I don't think.
I mean, it happened here, but it's so hard for
Yeah.
what the third to happen.
I'm
and
doing something different than you. That's very, very rare. I'm betting the river bigger than Sam does. And that's almost never true.
yeah, I like
And here-
this bet here. Like now that like after the game, I thought about it. I'm like, it might have been a little thin. I like if you say go bigger, I even don't like it
Right, and here's why I'm going bigger. So you think it's too thin, you think it might be too thin. I'm happy with your bet. Here's why I go a little bigger. I think that your bet of 120 on the turn now filters him to a lot of hands with an ace. And some hands with a club draw that he doesn't go away from, ace with a club, ace, queen of clubs, something like, ace with a queen of clubs, something like that. Right. Or even, let me see on the 3. I guess he could have ace with ace with a 6 or something like that, that also picks up a straight draw to go with it or something like that. But you've really isolated him to a lot of aces. So when the ace comes, all of the draw portion folds to any bet. So now you get called here by bigger flushes, smaller flushes, and aces. That's all you get called by on the river. And I think bigger flushes, smaller flushes, and aces all call more than 150 on the river.
Yeah, but bigger flushes, I lose to.
Yes, you do. You do.
Smaller
bigger
flushes.
Yeah, but the ratio them having a bigger flush is not big here, especially when
It's not.
the ace of clubs is also on the board.
Yeah. Yeah. And also it has to be a bigger flush that's chosen to not raise the flop and not raise the turn. I'm not saying they don't exist. I'm just saying that he had to choose to do both those.
I don't know about that.
Right. And also the bigger flush maybe doesn't bet the river because of the pair. I mean, maybe doesn't check raise the river. But I'm just saying that I think against a range of smaller flushes, bigger flushes, and aces, that you have the best hand the most of the time. So most of your time your bet's profitable. Sometimes it's not, but I think it can be bigger.
And especially when you have like very stationary guys who you like put even more hands to their
Yeah.
bucket. I mean, you should not to be afraid to go bigger. You should want to
Yeah.
go bigger because they just have so much more calls
Right.
anyway.
Now, Dean
Despite
says,
you betting bigger.
right. Dean says it's too thin if you have no single club bluffs that you're willing to bomb out and try to fold an ace. That's a balance argument, and which is fine, Dean, but Sam is not trying to play balanced.
No, I'm
So,
not.
yeah, so
I'm
that's
trying.
like,
I'm trying
yeah,
to. I'm
in a
trying to
balanced,
win against the most amount of money against
right.
opponents that are not balanced.
Yeah. So
This
in a
is a
balanced
live
world,
1-3-6 game. If you're trying to play balanced, you're leaving a shitload of money on the table.
I
Most
agree.
of these fuckers don't know
Yeah.
what balanced play looks
I mean,
like.
if
Right.
people open 7-5 offsuit from under the gun, then they most likely don't know what it means when ace of clubs is on the board, and they have no idea of like thinking about even combinations. So there's no point to think that they think something about it.
Oh, he's
Okay.
not opening. He's in the straddle, so
Yeah.
No,
basically
I was
treating.
talking about
He's
the
saying
comment
in a game
before.
where people open 7-5 offsuit.
Yeah, in a game. Yeah, exactly.
And
So
the fact that I mean, yeah, like because I've often thought, maybe I should try and play a little more balance for the people who are paying attention. But the players who are paying attention are using the same exploits. They're gonna get that, like you're playing very unbalanced for a reason. Like trying to play balanced in a 1-3 game is just
No,
not bright.
I think there's always a point to be balanced, but you need to you you need to take into account how to extract more money when it's useful.
okay, so here's my question. For playing this hand balanced, which is on the river, what bluff goes in the $150 size bet? What bluff goes with this?
I don't know. You could run this in the solver, right? This is like
Probably
a single.
some king X with a club combinations.
I would
This is
say
a
like
single.
a queen
Single ace
jack,
five.
queen 10 with the queen of clubs. Just trying to get like you're targeting for the king of clubs to fold.
Yeah. All right.
You're targeting for their king high flush draws to fold at that 150 size.
Okay. Let's see.
That's it.
Let's put this. Let's take a look.
So open up your solver and put it in.
Yep,
It's
that's what I'm doing.
basically a cutoff versus a big blind
Right.
range.
Cutoff versus big blind. All right. So let's restart this. We have got a cutoff raise, big blind calls. We've got a flop of Ace,
Best possible
it's all
outcome.
clubs. It's what is it? It's ace,
5-7.
ace 5-7 of clubs. Here we are with the 9-10 of clubs. He should check range. We have got the 9-10 of clubs, and we are absolutely happy betting it. And our biggest size is the small size. You went B50. We don't have a B50 in this world. But we do have
Maybe
a,
you can AI B50 if
have
you
both
have a
of them.
light.
We have both. We have these two. They're close. We have a B60.
I think
so,
if we go for
take
the
a-
Oh, that's
smaller
great.
size, we will get more bigger bets on the turn.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll take a look at this. We're gonna take a look at it on Sam's line exactly first, or the closest thing to Sam's line, and then we'll do it
Yeah.
on, because the majority of size, the B60 was not used very often, right?
Mm.
We'll make sure of that. Yeah, the B60 is not used by this hand very often, but it is used. So we're not breaking anything. It's there.
No, it's
Yeah.
fine.
So we bet B60. We're in a smaller part of the tree. He calls. The turn is the blank of blanks.
3 of
ace
diamonds.
3 of diamonds, right? He checks again. We are not at all shook with the 9 of, with the clubs. Do we get any, let's get an overbet with this. Right, let me go.
Still
full-
don't have any preference on overbetting.
All right,
Very,
The
very
overbet is-
little over.
the overbet is not common, but it is there. Right, 18 is the 150, 18 is comparable to you did. Yep, you did what, you did around 150 times pot. Yep, so it's a thing. Let's
I'm
go.
curious what flushes you're supposed to fold in.
So we go. And he, if he is on his flushes.
Go to like 5-3, see, like 5-4, 5-3.
We can't, we can't
Oh,
have, the
can't have 5.
we're not there with 5-4, 6-4.
How about opening it straight flush draw?
Yeah, we're not folding
8-6.
it.
8-6.
It's like, we're not folding. We're not folding flushes yet.
They're not folding.
No flushes. 4-3. We're not folding flushes. Now, yes, this one's a straight flush draw. 8-6. Straight flush
Maybe
draw.
if it's a very whale guy, you can take just button range and look the same
Right.
thing
Yeah, but
button
we're
range.
just, yeah, we're not folding flushes here. To the bigger
But
size.
look at the raising.
But look
like-
at the aces. Aces need a club to continue against this size, and
Yeah.
I don't believe that that's true.
No, you can't have a.
You don't believe
consistent
it's
eight.
good strat, or you don't believe it's what.
I don't
people
believe
do.
that this, I don't believe this is true in the real world. I don't believe that they're all folding without a club.
No,
Yeah.
there's no club in there. It's just ace of club on the board.
Right, but I'm saying, no, he needs a club to continue with an ace. His kicker has to be a club in GTO world. And I don't believe that our opponents are doing this. I believe ace queen calls us.
He's calling his 2 pair, he's calling his ace 5, ace 7. Suited, but yeah.
Yeah.
But his
He's
ace,
calling his ace 4 with a straight draw.
yeah,
Yeah, he's calling ace 4. So, I mean, this is a great bet there. Now, a smaller bet, let's just look and see, when do we start bringing in more of these? The smaller bet, they're still folding that. We have to go all the way down to 7.3 before GTO wants to call this,
7.3 into 12.
which was the size that you had talked about, Larry.
Yeah.
But I don't think your opponents are playing like this.
Yeah, there's an argument that
Yeah.
people are stickier.
Yeah, I think your opponents are calling ace queen, ace of spades, queen of hearts to this size.
See, here's the problem when I arrive at the river. I just think he
Right.
has like more jack X of clubs.
All right, so let's take a look. So he calls. And the river is the blank of blanks, which blank was it?
Ace of spade.
Oh, it's not the blank of blanks. That's right. This is what I love about it, is that it's an ace. So now his
Check
2 pairs have
range.
turned into, his 2 pairs have turned into full houses.
And what is your 10-9 is shook.
It
Up
thinks
the
it's too
overbet.
thick.
Yeah.
It thinks
See?
it's too thick.
It's a little like.
But
Yeah.
look at the bluffs. Oh, hold on. We have to do this. We have to do this to see how we
Yeah,
get.
that's important.
Yeah, okay.
What does it view as 10-9's equity here? So go up above the,
Up.
yeah,
Strat
Equity.
equity.
yeah, and then scroll over the 10-9.
70%.
So that's,
Thinks you're winning.
I find this very interesting and I don't frankly understand it when it's not value betting a 73% equity hand.
It's not batting a 95% equity.
This, well, you know, this is a ghost line. This is not a good solve.
Strat plus equity.
This is not a good solve.
Okay.
Strat plus equity right there.
Strat plus EV, not equity, but yes.
Oh yeah, EV.
Same
Sorry,
thing.
they don't have a
I'm
strat
with you.
plus.
Yeah, same thing. We're getting the
Same
same.
thing.
When we bet here, it's still worth 22 big blinds. It's still a
See
profit.
now if you go on the sevens, it's betting. It's showing the EV and it's betting.
Oh, what the fuck was it showing?
When you were just on
Oh, we were
equity,
showing green, right? We were showing equity. What equity was good? When you go to
yes,
equity, the green isn't check. It's high equity.
Yeah, but it's still
high
checking
equity.
back the 10-9. It doesn't see the,
Right.
what's weird here is that if
Here's
if
why. It's more profitable to check it back than to bet it. It's profitable to bet it.
Well,
We're
it's,
on,
yeah, I mean,
we're on the
it's-
12 line.
it's-
Let's go on. Let's go back to the real line we're on, 18. This is the real line. So here we are in the cutoff. Strat plus EV. It doesn't bet the 10-9. It does now. What the
It
fuck?
does now.
Oh, we're on the bigger size. When we bet bigger. When we bet bigger, it continues to bet. And the size that it likes is, I gotta go to the other mode because I can't tell the colors. But it looks like it likes a dinky bet. That's what, I gotta look at that. So it does bet 10-9 when you bet the bigger size. There. And 7-7 and all of this stuff. So.
Yeah, but you got back to the turn right now, right? I don't see the ace of spades.
Here we go. Oh, 18. He calls. You're right. I'm just on the totally wrong node.
Super
Ace of
cool.
spades. Ace of spades. Now, on this line, he checks. I got
Oh,
us on
that's
the
so
wrong line.
cool.
I apologize. All right. So now we have to go full size to see anything. And it doesn't like to bet the 10-9 on the river. It wants. Let's see.
Something's wrong here.
Well, we're so we're so thin.
Yeah, this is not solved down.
Yeah. It likes quads. It likes betting quads.
Well, obviously.
Yeah, it likes to bet
Go
quads.
back to the big blind range.
Likes to bet full house.
Side note: has anybody played with this run out comparison on here yet? I know it's a new feature.
I haven't.
It is cool. While we're chatting here, I was like, "Ooh, what's this? I haven't seen this before."
No.
And I opened it. It is super rad.
Okay.
See
Let's go into one thing. Let's go here on a line that's more dense. On a less ghosty
Well,
line.
what's our most common size on cutoff?
So here we go. So 10-9 suited. Its most common size is, I have to do this.
B60.
I have to go to this so I can see it. 7.5.
Yeah,
7.3.
B60.
So it does the B60. He calls. Get to the river, ace of spades. He checks. And now there are just too many 2 pairs.
Well, I guess the paired board, and then we're just not high enough.
Yeah. Yep. All the king flushes do it.
What about queen and queen flushes are, so king flush is the threshold.
And I think that all starts
King flush is the
with-
threshold.
starts with the flop because we bet big on the flop, and now we filtered so many hands already.
Yep. We'll take a look if we drag on more, if we go with a smaller bet on the flop to drag some more hands forward. But the other thing on this is, let's look at, you wanted to see, for your size that you bet the river was the smallest size, was a small size. What bluff goes with a small size is what we wanted to know. So let's take a look. Full house, quads, kings of clubs. Kings of clubs are a principal, are a lot of the bluff.
You
Look.
can look at the categories also.
categories live here.
Yeah.
Okay. So we want to look at our. We want to look at our weak hands, and so what they call weak hands, we never get here. So we want to look at air. This is the bluffs. All right.
I think you described it pretty well. It's basically king with a club, and that are all bluffs, and then we have king high flush draws and full house. That's it.
Yeah. Jack, even the jack does it. Even the jack does a little bit of the bluffing there. Yeah. So yeah, singleton clubs that somehow got here. Got dragged along. Okay. Anything else before we move to Larry's presentation?
Yeah, in game I thought about it.
Yeah.
And I thought it's a little thin because they will have more. Like, notice that the solver doesn't call with Jack 3 clubs pre-flop.
Mm-hmm.
They will have more of those. Like the Jack 3, the Queen 3, the Jack 4.
Yeah.
They will have more of those to start with. So that's why on the river, when I thought about it,
That's a good thin value bet. I mean, it's not even a thin value against this player type.
but then like that's why I don't like the bigger sizing, because like if we use the bigger sizing, we're just gonna get isolated against those hands. And they have more of those hands, and I don't think when I take a big sizing on the turn, they're gonna raise off with those hands.
But don't you
Yeah, when
think
you use a bigger
that?
sizing
But
on
don't.
river and you experience a check
But
raise, you
don't.
can more comfortably fold.
Right.
But
Yeah.
don't you think that when they're opening these, so you're talking about like getting value on from like hands like Jack 3, but when they have Jack 3, don't you think that they have also like so much more suited connectors and gappers that they also open? So it just balances itself out, despite the fact that they have more Jack X than the solve has. They also have more all kinds of trash that also pay you.
Yeah, that's why I took the smaller sizing. Because
So the size if we go down the most common path, which is a smaller bet on the flop and a smaller bet on the turn with our specific hand. This is the most common solver line, so the densest line. On the river, on this line, it is happy to bet 10-9. Happy to bet 10-9 when it drags the most hands along with it. And you might say that this is a little bit more realistic because of how sticky, they are. That
yeah.
might be that 10-9 is good enough to bet on the river, and the size that it likes to bet on the river is 11 into 18.
Yeah,
And
smaller.
you bet like 5.
150 into 320.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
you bet just under half pot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they are, and they have you have a lot of pot size bets, but not with 10-9. 10-9 is close. 10-9 is closer to what you were saying than what I was saying.
Yeah. I'll be more happy to bet a hand like let's see. I'm in the cutoff. Yeah, if I have Queen 5, I'd be more happy to bet it. Like something with a high and a low club in them.
As does the solver.
Yeah. Cause then
6 gets the bigger size.
yeah, cause then I don't block their 10-8 of clubs, 10-7 of clubs, or like
But
10.
wouldn't you
And the king
just
always
prefer?
loves the bigger size.
But wouldn't you just prefer to jam then on the river when you have Queen 6? Because then you can.
Yeah, you're
I
right.
mean,
You're
he's
right.
calling.
No,
Yeah.
you're right. Like if I had a hand like Queen 5 of clubs, I could bet bigger because the range that I could get value from, it's a little wider.
Yeah.
But when I have 10-9 of clubs, they can't really have like 9-7 of clubs or 9-6 of clubs that I could get value from. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yep. It starts at the 8 for them.
Oh my goodness.
And when you
Yeah.
have the queen, it has the jack and it has the 9 in it.
So that's why I tanked.
Yeah.
I didn't tank all that long, maybe like 20 seconds, but then I still decided I'm like, I have to get value.
Why are these hands grayed out? what filter am I on that's causing these hands to not be here?
Filthy old man filter.
Where's my guilty old man filter? Where's filters? Where's my filters?
What happens if you control R and reload that page?
Let's do that. Yeah,
What
there.
the?
And
Oh,
then
that
this,
looks good.
I lose
I
everything.
love that.
Oh,
All right.
sorry.
Love it.
All right, on to Larry's presentation. And here, we'll break the video for fun. We'll
Yeah,
do it in-
actually, yeah, start the video and then I'll say something here.
Okay, great. All right, let me stop the video. Thank you for hands, Sam. And just to review, my line, Sam disagreed with my line, Solver disagreed with my line, Jonathan Little probably disagrees with my line, everyone disagrees with my line.